Today I have a great tasty treat that makes a perfect back to school lunch or after school snack. It is September, fall is here, and we are looking for a delicious, cozy little snack in these broccoli and cheddar bites. We are going to be combining some nutritional powerhouses. We have broccoli, we have quinoa, and we are going to tie it all together with some yummy melted cheese. I'm Kelly Williams, nutritionist at the Worcester County Health Department. Welcome back for another episode of What's Cooking in Worcester. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. We are preheating a saucepan, and to that pan I'm going to add 1 cup of chicken broth. You could also use a vegetable broth or even just plain water, but the chicken broth does give you a little bit of extra flavor as well as protein. Now we're going to add 2/3 a cup of quinoa that's already been rinsed. You can use any type of quinoa you want, and today I'm using a tricolor mix. Okay, we're going to give that a little bit of a stir. Bring this to a boil. Once it's at a boil, give it a cover, set it down on low and simmer for about 15 minutes. Okay, while our quinoa is simmering, we're gonna go ahead and get the rest of our ingredients ready for our cheddar broccoli bites. We're gonna use 2 cups of finely chopped broccoli, and if you wanted to make this go a little quicker for yourself, if you have a food processor, you could also pulse this through a food processor. I'm just gonna give it a rough chop. You could also use frozen bagged broccoli. You would just want to let it defrost a bit before you do that and squeeze out some of the water. Now you can definitely use these stems, but I would recommend, if you want to use them, grate them over a box grater or with a vegetable peeler because they are pretty tough. All right, so we have our 2 cups of finely chopped broccoli, and to that we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. We're going to start with 2 eggs, and you're just going to give your eggs a mix. So our quinoa has cooled off a little bit, and you'll notice that I went ahead and spread it on this baking sheet, and that is so that as it's cooling, the quinoa doesn't stick together. So anytime you're making any sort of salad, maybe with rice or quinoa, or using it in another preparation, this is a great way to cool it down without it getting clumpy. So we're gonna add our quinoa to our broccoli, and again, you just need that to cool enough to work with. Now, not only is quinoa part of the binder of this recipe, but it's a great source of protein and fiber. So these little broccoli cheddar bites are the perfect side dish. They make a great lunchbox snack or an after-school snack now that we are into September. So we've got our broccoli, we have our quinoa. We're going to add to that those 2 eggs that we mixed up there. We're gonna add about a teaspoon of mustard. And now I'm gonna add some seasonings. I just have salt, pepper, some garlic, paprika, and a little bit of chili powder. You use whatever your family prefers. And our last ingredient is gonna be 2 cups of shredded cheese. I'm using a mixed cheddar blend, but again, use any sort of cheese that your family likes. That's it, we're just gonna give everything a good mix and get all of it incorporated. Our oven is preheating to 350 degrees, so that will be ready to go for us. And I have already sprayed a mini muffin tin with nonstick cooking spray. Okay, all of our ingredients are blended there, and we're gonna go ahead and fill our muffin cups. The fun thing about these is they're going to almost take on a crunchy little nugget type shape, so they make a great appetizer. And as I mentioned, you can make them ahead, and they're super easy to reheat throughout the work or school week. Okay, when your muffin cups are pretty evenly filled, you do want to press this mixture down. We're going for a nice crunchy, remember I mentioned almost like a nugget, so we're gonna press everything in together. And if you find you need to refill any of them a little bit, go ahead and do that. You want them to be about the same size. And again, just using the back of your spoon, pressing down so that they'll hold together as they bake. They are in there, and we are ready to put them into our preheated oven. We'll check back in about 15 to 20 minutes. So our cheddar broccoli bites are out of the oven, and don't they look delicious? They have a nice golden brown, and they are crunchy and crispy, but packed with fiber and protein and cheesy goodness. Now, if you want to serve these up just as they are, that would be great. But if your kids or other family members like to dip things, A ranch dip or even a honey mustard would be really great with these as well. Remember, these are going to be a great option for your lunchbox or an after-school snack or a late afternoon work snack. They will keep in your refrigerator for several days. You can pop them in your air fryer, toaster oven, or even your microwave to heat them up if you want to eat them warm. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. For the Worcester County Health Department, I am nutritionist Kelly Williams. Remember, eat healthy, be active, and prevent diabetes today.